Hello everyone, and welcome to another very special episode. She Scores Bangers is teaming up with the Northern Super League over the next few weeks to bring you exclusive interviews with players and others that are gearing up for their inaugural season, set to kick off on April 16th. The NSL, founded by former Canada International Diana Matheson, is Canada's first ever professional women's soccer league, with 6 clubs based in Halifax, Calgary, Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. You can catch the action on CBC, TSN, and other online streaming platforms. Our next guest is considered to be one of the most important figures as to why women's soccer exists in the way it does today. A French football legend, she has over 100 appearances for her nation and over 80 goals, making that first appearance in 1994 and announcing her retirement in 2006. Spending her club football across France and briefly in the United States, she still holds multiple domestic goal-scoring records. She was a phenom on the pitch. She's received the Legion of Honor and continues to be one of the biggest advocates of women's rights and women's football in France and all across the world. She's now landed in Montreal as a sporting director for Montreal Roses. It's none other than the legendary Marinette Pichon. Marinette, it's a pleasure to have you here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Thank you very much.
I've heard, or it's a pretty common understanding that Montreal has a little bit of a European scenery to it. I guess it's fair that I want to check that status with you. You've spent a little bit of time in the city. How would you rate that statement?
I would agree.
Yeah. Have
Yeah,
you?
I would agree. I love being in Montreal. I think the vision and the people are so different, and it's a good place to be and to live to. So, and a lot of soccer and offer for sports and women. So it's a great place to live.
Well, you're in the right place, and we're bringing women's soccer to Montreal through the Montreal Roses, which is what is keeping you here for a good time, certainly. I want to hear a little bit about what drew you to your role of a sporting director with the Montreal Roses.
Yeah, my role started in last May when I was approached by my president and my owners. They tried to find the best person to put in place to take care of this wonderful project and how we can set up everything to make sure that we will go in the right direction. And they chose me, so I was happy because I guess they made a good choice. And now, since couple months, I did a lot with my team. I did a lot by myself, but also with my team. Try to hire the right person at the right position. Afterwards, try to find the player with the great mentality, but also the skills that they can show on the field and bring that to the spirit of the team and have the great mindset that the Roses Montreal wanted.
Mm.
So I did that, but on the side, I did a lot of administrative file also because you need to take care of the certain rules, policies and everything, take care of the facilities with a wonderful team. And, it's maybe one or two topic to take care of, but it's also a lot of little topics to fix and move forward. So this is my role. I'm here to take care of the identity of play, to make sure that we have the safe space for women, being in the safe environment, and make sure that they have fun when they come to their home. I would say their home, the Roses home.
Mm-hmm. It's certainly going to be home, I think, for a lot of professional players with something very, very exciting. And it's going to be home for somebody like you. And so I want to hear a little bit about what drew you to the project when they first approached you and told you this is a new project that we're launching, this is the leadership group. Why did it seem like a very good opportunity for yourself to come in and explore?
We say, I always tell to myself that in your life, you will have one project to go through, the project of your life. And the Roses Montreal seems at the moment to be this one. And not just about the owners, that was great, and the president, but also because they want to make a big change. They are ready to be involved and fight for the change. So that make me very happy, very exciting also. And I say, you know what, I can bring my plus value, my knowledge also, and just, I came from different club. I used to do that, but building something from the scratch, it's so different. But I bring that with this energy to the project, and now I can feel that I have a real team supporting me. I have a real player supporting also the staff, and vice versa. So it is great, and it wasn't it wasn't that easy to make this decision to
Mm-hmm.
move from a very nice place where I have this little comfort, and I was nice, and
Yeah.
like nobody was to I don't need to show anyone what I was good at, but I say, you know what, I need to have this experience, and I move, and I say, okay, let's go for the challenge. I'm here for the challenge.
I think certainly it's a big challenge and one that's a little bit out of the box. I think, like you mentioned, it's a big project. It's one from scratch. It's very exciting. And I think for fans, it's also very exciting to see a roster and a team get put together. So, can you tell me a little bit of behind the scenes of, your role as a sporting director and putting a team from scratch? Because very rarely do we get to see that.
Yeah, the first and essential part, I would say, it's the discussion with the agent,
Mm.
because when you find, I did many hours to watch a player in different position to make sure they have the great mentality, the great skills. But after, you need to go with the discussion with the player and the agent. So this is the biggest part, because if you don't go through very well to this discussion, you may not have this player that you wanted so much. So
Hmm.
it is a little bit stressful, but it takes couple meetings to go through, and have this little feeling that, okay, I know what I can just share with the bottom of my heart, because I know how the project is going on here, and how what we can bring to the player, and why they will be good in the great place in Montreal. But that took, to be honest, that took a lot of time.
Hmm.
To sign a player, it took between 3-4 weeks at least. So it is a lot. You go, you give some offer, they come back to you, they discuss, they want to increase the salary, of course, all the time, or they want to increase some additional stuff. But it's cool. It's a it's a very important step, and I love this part of my job. So this is one of my really hard fight, and also it's to hire the right staff
Hmm.
to help me to this wonderful journey. And I would say that took time also. That took me a lot of time to
Yeah.
hire my head coach, and after the first assistant coach with Maryse and Antoine and Yannick, and now I have a new assistant who's working with me in a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
So this is how I see the philosophy. I always need to be to trust the people, trust how they are, how they feel, what they have in their heart. Because for me, human part is very important. When you make a decision, when I make this decision, it's to know if they want to be involved in this project, and how far they want to go with us and with me.
Hmm.
So uh, this is the point where it's a non-negotiable. I cannot going with someone if I don't feel then is or she is ready to do that.
Hmm.
So yeah.
I think what I'm hearing here is a lot about kind of identity and culture and passion. And I think what's so exciting about the different clubs is each one of them has a different identity with the players, with the staff, with the city. How would you describe the identity of this club that's being put together now?
Well, it's hard to say at the beginning, because we want the spirit. We want to bring the spirit of the Quebec player and the Canadian player, but we are also allowed to have it play international players. So we need to bring some different country mindset from different countries. So, but Montreal is a city that we want to welcome every country, every religion, and everything. So like we are very open for the diversity, and this is one of the value of the club. One of the four pillars of the club is to be welcoming for every single player that they want to come in the Roses. If they are good enough, they can come, of course.
Yeah.
Then everyone welcome. So yeah, I think this is very important to know that every player can have her own space, be natural, be herself, and come over and share what they love, what they hate in life. Sometimes what they don't like. Also, we don't need to be like hating something, but you know, feel then if you are home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's what I want, and the spirit that I want to bring into this team, into the staff also, and how I want to see it. If you work hard, you will have result. The result is a consequence. Yeah, if you bring all the knowledge that you want to the field, to the player, to the staff, you will may win, but we never know.
Yeah. I think one thing with the NSL is now a lot of players are going to have professional opportunities from, again, in Canada and from all around the world. And I think that's something that you've advocated for in your playing career and afterwards, of continuing to grow the game, opening up barriers, removing these challenges. And the NSL is going to do that. How important is it that we're seeing a professional league launch, not just in Canada, but this is a women's soccer league in general?
I think it's a great message that we send to the young player, the old player, and also the woman who was involved before to create this dynamic. And I think it's the most important thing that we did the last couple months, and with Diana and these different owner, to bring that and say, okay, now you don't need to go in Europe. You just need to stay in your country, close to your parents, close to your friends, just to play and become a professional player. I, I didn't have the chance. I need to move and flow to US to be professional. So I know how that means to be in your country to be a professional. So I think it's a great thing. We create pathway with the grassroots, with the senior and the professional pathway. So this is the next step and Canada should take, and we did it all together because they are the best in the world. They win the Olympics. They win a couple medals, and now they need to shine to the world and compete also against European club. Like we are ready to fight. We are ready to show her talent than we have here.
Mm-hmm. And there's so much talent. I mean, that makes me really, really happy to hear because I think, like you mentioned, this serves the grassroots, this serves the youth, this serves the national team. I think it fills a lot of very, very important holes, and it's home for a lot of players, which is, I think, key. Something that you've been, I think, extremely open about is some of the struggles that women face in the sport, and there's many challenges I think that you faced and you've been very open about as a player. Can you talk to me about some of those challenges that you're, with the work that you're doing and being involved with the NSL, you're hoping to eliminate for the next generation?
Yeah, I want the people and the player to come over and say, okay, I'm in the space environment, and I don't care if I'm gay or not, or if how we say that, I don't know, if I have a different religion, if you know, you come as you are. That's it. And I don't want any of my player, any one of my staff to say something against that, because we are fighting to make people feel just in
Welcome.
the right place.
Hmm.
No, in the right place. You are in the right place. You come, you want to play soccer, that's great. You're good enough to be a professional player. Come over and play for the Roses Montreal. And I've been facing a lot of lot of stuff like that, discrimination, no place to play, no field, no facilities. And today it's the opposite. Like we have all these facilities, we have the field, we have the support from the league, from the Canada Soccer and Soccer Quebec. And we are ready to show how good we can be as a team, as a club, as a league. And I think this is what we should show the most part of the time. Like we are here to work, we are here to develop yourself, we are here to help you to grow up as a woman also, and bring you your qualities and your value as a human. And this is for me the most important thing, because I grew up as a woman, as a little kid. I grew up as a woman, and I grew up as a football former player. So, and through this journey, everybody that I cross in my past had an impact on me. So I think then we are lucky to do that and try to share that with this woman and the next generation. And also we want, to inspire the young generation when they come over and sit in the stands, watch the game and support the Roses Montreal. We want them to have fun and feel something special also.
Yeah, I love that, and I think you say role models. We want people to feel that they deserve where they are. They deserve to be where they are. They are in the right place. And I kind of look across the league, and I think we see a lot of incredible former players. So Diana Matheson, obviously founding the league, Steph Labbé, a sporting director with Vancouver Rise, yourself as a former player. Did you ever imagine yourself in this position? Because you've been a trailblazer your entire career. Did you ever think post playing career this is something that you would take up on, or it wasn't something that you considered?
Not really. I came that came like that. I say I was involved in my job, and I was fine.
Hmm.
But I received this call, and that changed my life. That changed my mind. Okay, maybe I want to challenge myself a little bit more and be involved in the professional world, because I missed that. But I was like, okay. I've been through all the process that took us a long time, between 2 3 months, to make this decision. Made this decision, but afterwards, I'm like very happy. I know that we are doing something very special, something that you can put in as a legacy and be part of this history, but not for hers, for this those ladies. And this is what is wonderful about this project. It's that you can change the life of someone just because this girl will be very good and you want her and make a big move for her, and will bring her to the top, in the top, yeah, the top. And we will maybe say, okay, we helped her a little bit and we did right.
One thing that you continue to talk about, sir, doing things right and having your heart in it, and reading some of your biography in the movie, and a lot of what you've talked about in your career is sort of values. Can you tell me about one value that you would like to share with NSL fans, Montreal Roses fans, maybe the players that could be listening to this that'll be playing for you very, very soon? But what's a value that you think has gotten you up to this point, and one that many people
Yeah,
probably could learn from?
yeah, you're right, Mayam. I want to share one thing. My first value it would be caring as a human. I'm always talking with my colleagues, my team, and think that they are human before being, professional in this kind of situation. They was involved in the MLS or with Canada Soccer, with the first national team, or in the NWSL with for Mary's. But first of all, they are human and they need to be caring. And I'm a person like that. I'm very caring about people, just to make sure then how they are every day, how they feel, and how I can help them. Because if I'm close from them, they will feel this support, and they will talk to me even if they are in the bad situation or something went wrong with their families, and I want to be there just not only as a sporting director but only as a person. And I was lucky in my past because I crossed many person who was like that and was very involved to the human side, and they make me grow up. They made me change sometime my mind also, because give me some struggle, and you go through and you say, okay, maybe I was wrong, and you change your mind. And I did, and I grew up like that, and I took that as a lesson to move forward in my life, even if I'm like getting old. uh, I, I still learn,
Yeah. It's important to remember players are obviously human first. Be kind to everybody. That's always, I think, a very, very important message that I think everybody should carry around wherever they go. A final fun question for you. You have played a few times against Canada. Do you have a favorite memory playing against Canada?
Yeah, it was during the tournament in France for the 25th anniversary of the women's soccer, French soccer,
Mm,
and we had this friendly game against Canada, and we won 1-0,
mm,
and I scored the goal. So yeah, I, if I remember well, it was a scissor.
mm,
Uh, so, and we score, we keep the score like that until the end, and this is the best memory because we
mm,
won,
hmm.
but because we have also bad memory, and because we lost, we lose
Yep.
against them. So it's but yes, I will remember this one.
Yeah, there's certainly a few matchups between Canada and France. They love to go up against each other in the Olympics. They feast each
Yeah.
other there.
I was in the commentary for this one in London. I
Mm,
was behind the mic, and I was like, okay, that doesn't feel good. I can't tell. And I was like, and Diana came from nowhere to score this goal and to stole the gold, the bronze medal.
yeah.
But they deserve it at this time.
Well, I think it's a beautiful full circle around. You and Diana are here trying to make professional women's soccer come together in Canada. And I think that's the beauty of the league. We're going to see a lot of former players, former teammates, opponents come together for this project. Marinette, I really appreciate you joining me today. I think myself and many are very excited to see the Roses kick it off on the pitch, and we all look forward to that in April.
Well, it was a pleasure, Mayam, to spend this time with you. And I hope that we have a lot of fans in the stands. Come over, meet us. We have wonderful player. We have wonderful staff. And every time that you will be at her game, you will have a wonderful experience. So please come. Please come and meet us. It will be a
Buy
pleasure.
your season tickets, buy the tickets, go to the games, and always support women's soccer.
The staff and see how we grow up together.
It's all going to be an amazing time. I think many fans are, that's a good message you're telling them because I think they'll be listening to you.
Perfect. Well, thank you,
Love
Mayam.
it,
You take
of
care.
course. Thank you very much.